Welcome back to another video from pick3s.com. Today I want to talk to you about drifter numbers and what they are, and then how they are used and how you can track them in your pick3 picks. A drifter number is simply what it implies, which is a number that drifts from one number or one draw to the next. Now this must be done as a system and not individual. In other words, you cannot do it day to day and night to night. It doesn't work like that. It needs to be done as a complete system from day to night and then night to day. So if we head over here to Ohio's data, let's go ahead and take a look. If we come here and we can see that all of this is colorized based upon their draw numbers. And what it's colorized for is to help you kind of spot these drifter techniques. So if we look, for example, let's go down here to 142. We can see that 4 carried over into the next day draw, and that's fine. That doesn't always work, though. Thus the case 499 going to 800, there is no drifter. But if we look at this a different way and we use this from day to night, we can see that the 1 actually carried over into the night draw. Now again, here's a reset number, 499. What a reset number is that when a number actually gets played and it does not carry a drifter number, the next draw is going to include a number from the previous draw of the reset number. So let me give an example. 151 played, and then 499. There were no drifter numbers. In other words, a 1 or a 6 did not play, or a 5 or 0 did not play. So that meant this was a reset number. Now, when a reset number happens, the next number, in this case 662, is going to include a number from the previous draw, 151 or 606. And if we look, 662 came out. It included from the previous draw. It was a mirror number that got carried over. So let's look at this data a little bit differently. So I told you about using this as merged. So if you hit the merge button within the pick3 system, you can see that it now has combined all of them based upon the history of the draws and sequential draws, if you will. So if we shut off the colors, it doesn't really, I mean, you can pay attention to it. You can see 6, 6, 6, it fell through, then a 3 and 8, which are the same number, and then that carried over, right? So you can see the 8 then carried over to here, the 0 then it carried over, right? So you can see it, but if you add the colors to it, it really helps you because of the fact that you can pay attention. It's more eye-catching for the colors to be able to see it, and also to be able to spot numbers like this, 499, which was the reset number. So if we just happen to go back and we look, so let's look at here at 956, we'll pay attention to this 5 or 0 that followed all the way through. So if we look at the 5, it started here in the middle, then it was a drifter number in the next draw, which came in as 785, then 870. 5 is the mirror number to 0, so it used a 0, and then the actual pairs came out of 5 and 0 came out. So, but we can also look at this from another way, which is the 8 and the 3 pair mirror numbers that came out. So if we follow that pattern, we see it from 8 to 785 to an 870, and then to a 053. The 8 is really a 3, and then you can see that 3 follow along. By using the mirror numbers and the drifter numbers here in the pick3 system, it's going to give you the ability to actually pay attention to another potential number. Just knowing this data already is going to give you the opportunity to have one number. Now, the easiest way to really use this to your advantage is by having a number that has a double, either a 1-1 or a 6-6 or a 6-1, something like that. Such as the case here in 613. We know that the next number, barring a reset number, is going to include a 1 or a 6 or a 3 or an 8. It may include both, such as the case in the 468, but we know for sure that a 1 or a 6 or 3 or 8 is going to come. You make your choice on which one carried over, but it carried over. You can see how that works. In this case, 468, a 4 or a 9, a 1 or a 6, or a 3 or 8 is going to play in the next number. And sure enough, 708 carried over the 8. Using the reset numbers, using the drifter numbers here in the pick3 system is extremely easy to use, and we want to help you get some straight hits. Thanks for watching, and tune in to more videos.